It's the night before the WNBA finals in Las Vegas. Cameras flashing, journalists lined up, and the air buzzing with tension. But the story everyone's talking about isn't about who will win the trophy. It's about a single conversation. Or was it ever really said at all? The commissioner of the WNBA, Cathy Engelbert, has just stepped up to the microphone. And the moment she does, every ear in the room leans in. Rumors have been flying, tweets exploding, headlines screaming about her supposedly telling superstar rookie Caitlin Clark she should be grateful for her off-court millions, because without the WNBA, she'd have nothing. But Engelbert says that's not what happened. Her exact words? "Obviously, I did not make those comments." And then, with calm but firm conviction, she calls Caitlin Clark a transformational player who's brought millions of new fans to the game. So where did this all start? Just a few days earlier, Minnesota Lynx forward Napheesa Collier, known for fighting for player rights, gave a statement about young stars like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers making too little money in their first 4 years, despite driving huge revenue for the league. In her speech, she claimed the commissioner had told her, "Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court. Without the WNBA platform, she wouldn't be making anything." Strong words. And Collier didn't stop there. She even said Engelbert had told her players should be on their hands and knees thanking their lucky stars for a rights deal. Now here's where the suspense builds. Cathy Engelbert denies ever saying those things. She calls them inaccuracies and says she's disheartened by how her conversations have been shaped. She admits she and Collier are still texting, talking next week. But the tension is obvious, and the timing, crucial. The league's collective bargaining agreement expires at the end of October, and whispers of a possible lockout are growing louder. If there's a lockout, no WNBA games, no draft lottery, no expansion teams. The Portland Fire, the Toronto Tempo, all paused. Imagine that. Fans left waiting, players left in limbo, and the league frozen at its peak excitement. And right at the center, a clash between a commissioner determined to protect the game's reputation and players determined to fight for their worth. Here's what makes this story more than just drama. It's about power, respect, and change. Caitlin Clark didn't even know her name would be used that day. Yet her journey, Angel's journey, Paige's journey, they've lit a fire under the league. Millions watching, millions caring. So the question is, what happens next? Will this October deadline bring the league together? Or will it break it apart? And maybe, just maybe, this storm will force a turning point in women's basketball. A future where players don't have to wait years to be paid like the stars they already are. Where clashes turn into conversations, and the headlines shift from "she said," "she denied," to "they did it," together. Because if history tells us anything, women's basketball has never backed down from a challenge. And when the next chapter is written, it could be the most inspiring one yet.